We begin tonight with some changes to the forecast heading our way. Hope you enjoyed the sunshine today. We know folks out at Wash Park certainly did. This could be our last sunny, warm day for a while. Colorado's going to be doing some Colorado things as we move into March. We are expecting snow and wet weather moving in tomorrow, before even more snow on Tuesday. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jennifer Meckles. That snow is expected to have major impacts in the high country as well. Strong winds mixed with snow could make some travel to the mountains very difficult. Let's bring in 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, who's got more on the timing of this storm coming in. Corey?
Yeah, we could have our first blizzard warning here since last March. So March 25th of last year was the last time we had a blizzard. Looks like we're going to have one this Tuesday, most likely on the eastern plains. Pretty low impact stuff for Denver, but we have a big storm in store. But we are going to squeeze out maybe one more 60-degree day tomorrow before it gets here. Right now, just an amazing evening here across the Denver area with temperatures still in the 60s. Here's your day in Denver tomorrow. Lots of warm sunshine going through the day, getting up to about 60 degrees. That cold front from the next storm probably coming in here in the afternoon hours after we get that high temperature up there close to 60. Most of the eastern side of the state could get up to that 60-degree mark before that storm gets here. So that cold front, we're looking at it to get to Denver by about 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And then after that, we could get a weather smorgasbord of things to fall out of the sky. Graupel, small hail, rain, snow, thunder, all possible tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. And then for Tuesday, we have a weather impact alert for a potential blizzard that won't be too far from Denver. We're looking like the eastern plains of Colorado. I'll have more information coming up in the forecast in just a few minutes.
Corey, thank you. Adams County crews battled a fire at an abandoned historic truck stop this morning. It happened at the now closed Dino's 6 and 85 near Colorado Boulevard Service Road. The Adams County Fire Department shared some video of what those flames looked like overnight. They said nobody was in the building, there were no reported injuries, and the cause of that fire is still under investigation. According to a website devoted to classic cars, Dino's 6 and 85 was one of the oldest truck stops in Colorado, back when it closed in 2017. Several federal agencies are investigating after a deadly plane crash in Elbert County yesterday. The sheriff's office says this crash happened near Matheson. Investigators say a witness heard the plane flying overhead and then heard a thud. There was one person on board the single-engine aircraft. They did not survive. Still no word on how exactly that crash happened. Now the NTSB and the FAA are investigating. Even more Colorado soldiers are headed to the southern border now to carry out the Trump administration's immigration plans. According to the U.S. Northern Command, about 2,400 soldiers from Fort Carson are headed there soon. Another 500 soldiers from Fort Stewart in Georgia will join them. All of this part of President Donald Trump's immigration crackdown, fulfilling his campaign promise. Right now, though, there is little more than 9,000 soldiers at the U.S.-Mexico border. There's a Colorado dentist who pleaded guilty on Friday to tax evasion related to his use of an illegal tax shelter, according to the Justice Department. According to court records, Ryan Ulibarri owned and operated Ulibarri Family Dentistry in Fort Collins. And court records show that back in 2016, he bought and used a tax shelter to hide income and create false tax deductions through a so-called business trust, family trust, charitable trust, and private family foundation. For 5 years, he used his tax shelter to hide more than $3 million in income tax earned at his dental practice. In total, Ulibarri is alleged to have caused more than $1 million tax loss to the IRS. He'll be sentenced in June. The Denver Police Department is warning the public this weekend about scammers who are targeting people looking for a job online. According to DPD, scammers will text the victim claiming to be a recruiter with a job opportunity. They'll ask the victim to fill out an application online and request money that they'll tell the victim will eventually be repaid. Denver police say one victim lost nearly $9,000 through these scams. The FTC says if you're searching for a job online, be wary of any requests for upfront payments or vague job descriptions and promises of unrealistic earnings, among other red flags. Latinas are opening up businesses in Colorado 6 times more often than any other demographic, according to a nonprofit, Adelante Community Development. Our Angeline spoke with them, and they tell her it's time that these folks receive the investment and opportunities they deserve. Angeline.
Yeah, Jenny, nonprofit Adelante Community Development hosted their annual Latina convention in Brighton today with the backing from Democratic Governor Jared Polis since 2023. And today, hundreds of entrepreneurs came together to learn, network, and grow their businesses. In a room filled with Latina entrepreneurs.
And we just need to break barriers for them to be more successful.
Maria Gonzalez with Adelante Community Development wants this convention to be the start of a movement.
We're creating wealth, and we want to make sure that all of us are included in this path of economic mobility.
Adelante helped 620 Colorado entrepreneurs launch their businesses in 2024. 80% of those businesses are owned by Latinas.
Somos reconocidos por gente trabajadora, pero en realidad a veces no sabemos que tenemos la capacidad de tener nuestros propios negocios.
Patsy Aguilar opened her food truck, Patas Saladas Ceviches, in 2023 with the support of Adelante.
Entonces venir a este tipo de eventos donde ves mujeres que están logrando sus sueños, que están haciendo sus propios negocios, creando sus propios futuros, entonces es súper importante estar en un ambiente así motivado porque realmente emprender un negocio es muy difícil.
According to Gonzalez, Latinas are opening businesses 6 times more than any other demographic.
I always say that it's going to be us that helps us. No one is coming to save us and no one is coming to validate us. It's going to be us that helps each other.
Sandra Velasquez started her beauty brand Nopalera from scratch. 4 years later, she's here as a keynote speaker with a multi-million-dollar business.
I hope the biggest takeaway when people hear my story is that it is possible if you bet on yourself.
A convention that Adelante hopes spurs a movement Gonzalez says is already happening.
We're here to stay. We're working hard. We deserve and we have earned a seat at the table.
The convention was held in Brighton today. Adelante says they specifically chose to host it in Adams County, which is one of the fastest growing Latino communities in the country, where more than 40% of the area identifies as Hispanic.
All right, Angeline, thank you. Hey, happy March, when we celebrate Women's History Month every year. In Loveland, there is an all-female dentist office doing something really fun, helping patients with appointment anxiety. So the Davis and Parker Family Dental is decked out in full rock and roll gear, like posters on the wall, paintings on the ceiling tiles, even guitars in the corners. Patients get to pick music that they can listen to while getting their teeth cleaned.
Music is so uplifting and can really change your attitude in so many different ways, so why not at the dental office?
Again, it's an all-ladies dental office, and here we are, Women's History Month. We'll be sharing that fun story tonight on 9 News at 9 and 10.